Hi everybody, hello again to another stream. We will continue to look into my early Strangetown, Early Pleasantview, and Veronaville. So, resuming, for shorts is StrangeRonaView. Let's look into it. So, on the last stream, we looked into the specters, my favorite family, and we looked into the beakers. So now probably you're going to the bachelors. I'm not very sure. Or maybe we could go to, the other pleasant. So, this is Novile Spectre. So, nervous subjects, twin baby boy, one of the twin baby boys. So, their bio says, his bio says, after a difficult childhood, Apollo and Elijah found solace on each other. Now with two beautiful daughters, their life couldn't be better. Eliza and Beth are like two peas in a pod, and after watching their parents' love for each other, they aspire to find a love like that as well. What more life has in store for them. So this is a very chill family, although some more drama is coming into the future, in the future. He is Elijah here. He is the twin brother of Elliot that lives back in the landgrab village, and Elijah and Elliot and Ellie are the descendants of nervous subject, so Novile Spectre in my town. So he is married to Apollo Singles, and he is the son, I believe, of Lola Singles and a townie named James Everard, and I think he's still alive. He's living now with Elijah's brother Elliot's family back in Landgram Village. And the reason it's because he's with the daughter and Apollo's twin sister Athena. My god, I just had to pull from my brain what I like all the names. So basically Elijah is with Apollo, and Athena, his twin sister, is with Apollo's twin brother Elliot. Yeah, that's just how complicated this all was. So the difficult childhood we're talking about of Elijah and Apollo. Basically, Elijah had, they was taken away from his parents' house, from Novile and Angela. I did mention that on the last stream. And Apollo had like a hard time growing up because his parents were poor. Like Lola and James, they they moved to Pleasantview after living in Strangetown, and they struggled a lot to have money and provide things. Like they were always getting fired from their jobs, and like money was never enough. So Apollo and Athena did have a hard childhood growing up because of that. So now they found each other. They're really happy. They have two beautiful daughters, and I really loved to pick their names. They're twins as well, so Eliza and Beth. So let's go inside and look at them. So they are two peas in a pod, and what I mean by that is just they do everything together. Even the next thing they're gonna do, it's gonna be together, and I'm not sure if I should tell you guys, but I don't know, maybe I will. So they're both teenagers. Yup, they're both teenagers, and they are both, let me see if I can like do a drum roll here. Can I do a drum roll? They're both pregnant at the same time. Not the same baby daddy, although they do have a relationship with the same baby daddy, but one is from one and the other is from another. Very complicated. But let's look into Elijah first. He's about to be an elder very soon. He wants to win fights with 20 different sims. I do believe he had a lifetime aspiration wand kind of thing, and he completed, which was, my god, become city planner, and he did manage to do that. And I think it was the same for Apollo. He also wanted, a career lifetime wand, which was to become a professional party guest, and he did manage to do that. So let me pull out my spreadsheet and tell you guys what they are exactly. Oh, I think, yeah, just give me a minute pretty quickly, because I do not have my pen drive here with me, so I do have to get it, and that might take a little bit of time. Okay, sorry about that. Let me get into it very quickly. Did manage. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so let's pop the spreadsheet out and look into their aspirations. Okay, so we have the Pleasants. So Elijah, obviously, is gay, and Apollo as well. And Elijah is actually pleasure A, so he has the good side of the pleasure aspiration, which is, I think, modest enjoyer. So he enjoys the good things in life but doesn't go overboard. And he is fortune A, which is hard worker, so he works hard for the things that he wants, and he's not into any shady behavior. Apollo, it's romance B, so he's not a serial romancer. He's a hopeless romantic. He just wanted to find the one, and he found the one in Elijah. And he's also fortune A, so he does work hard also for his money, so that goes well with their careers, because they did went to the top of the careers with no struggle. So, and then we have Eliza, which she did inherit, I think it's inherit how you say it, her father's aspiration, which was romance B, so she's a hopeless romantic, and she's family B, surprisingly. So she wants a big family, she wants chaos, she wants babies left and right. She doesn't care how they grow up, she just loves babies, and that's it. So yeah, also her one lifetime want is to become a Hall of Famer. I think it's because she has high interest in sports, but her want to her is actually nature, so it does make sense. Her sister Beth, it's also romance B, so a hopeless romantic. Like I mentioned, there are like two P's in the board, but she's second for fortune, so she's fortune A, which is a hard worker as well, and she wants to restore 15 cars as a lifetime want. I believe she's something like, oh yeah, she likes tinkering, which makes sense. Okay, alright, so let me see if I can talk about, maybe not much is going on, but basically they both have a relationship with Robbie Newbie, which is a serial romancer, I believe. So he has the the bad side of the romance aspiration, so he doesn't care much about them, but he is with both of them at the same time, kind of like it. But at the same time, Dino Dreamer came along also, and Eliza got into a relationship with him, so that was very troublesome. Is he even here? Maybe not even. Oh my god, they don't even like each other. What? So, wow. Basically, Liza is pregnant of Dino, but she doesn't like him yet, at least. So, wow. And she wants to get engaged to Robbie. Wow, when you're expecting a child from someone else, another teen. So, yeah. This family is actually very chill to play. Not much going on. So, yeah. think, yeah, the kids don't have any jobs. Pretty chill, pretty chill. Okay, so let's go and check another family. I don't want to dwell too much into the families as well, because we have a lot of families to look into, and if I just spend too much time like talking about it, I will never end. So yeah, we did check the Pleasants, the Spectres, and the Beakers. So now we could go for maybe, I don't know, the Curious, maybe they're very chill. Not much, but yeah, I would say chill, but not really chill. So the Curious family is seen as the picture perfect of what a true family is supposed to be. But what kind of secrets are lurking right beneath the surface? And will Ace, as the only heir, make the right choices in life and prosper as well? So the reason why I wrote Ace as being the only heir is because they tried for a baby and, never happened. They also tried like very late in life. So I have ACR, and that's kind of hard. But yeah, also the mentioning like it's picture perfect family and not being that way, it's because Bo here, yeah, that's Bo here, he cheats on Rhea, and Rhea is actually the daughter of Vidkan Curious and Sirius. I think Salamis, it was her original surname. So yeah, Sirius did end up with Vidkun and not with Loki, as you guys have seen, from the previous video as well, because you saw that Loki actually ended up having kids with Glabe singles, and then later on he went on with Flameth, which is Belagot's clone. It's very complicated, I know, but yeah. So Rhea's mother, Circe, did I say Circe or Circe? I always mix them up. So Circe ended up with Vidkan Curious. So yeah, also her mother, so grandmother of Rhea and mother of Circe, was I don't know her name per se, but I did mention her on the first overviews, I think. And she was with Santo Salamis, so Circe's father. They were together, but she was a romance him, and she cheated on him, so they divorced like later in life. So you can see from here, yeah, Greeny, yeah, that's Greeny. So basically Santos, you start with Santos and Greeny and little Circe. And yeah, Santos did find out that Greeny cheated on him. Basically, she was jealous of the relationship of Circe and Santos. Santos always preferred his daughter, prioritized his daughter. And Greeny was always very jealous of that relationship, like the special relationship they had together. Nothing creepy, just normal father-daughter relationship. So she just started, she started like searching for love elsewhere, and Santos found out and they divorced. That's why her surname is back to McGawk. So they divorced, and Santos did raise kind of Cersei for a while, and then she met Vidkun, had that relationship with Vidkun, and also Loki, because she in the beginning was with Loki, but it kind of got crazy because of all the things happening with his family. So she decided like Vidkun was the one for her. So they had only one daughter, Rhea Broke, and I have no idea why I call her Rhea. I don't know if there was a special reason or not, but yeah, she's called Rhea. And Rhea met Bo. They Bo Broke, and they had one son, Ace Broke, and Ace, I think probably most likely, if I'm not mistaken, his name means first or something like. So yeah, so that is what is happening with Bo. Now, why did I speak about Greeny cheating? I guess Cersei always like teach it like Ria to not follow her mom's footsteps. So Ria really dislikes cheating of any kind. And actually, Bo did end up cheating on her. And Bo actually has a mistress. And you guys probably saw her before, but didn't you? But he is with, at the moment, he's with two women. He has kind of a double life, Bo, here. And his mistress is actually pregnant. She's much younger than him. But yeah, Ria knows this thing, but kinda is like hoping that, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with her. Maybe, I don't feel like she would leave him, but she kind of would like kind of revenge. So we'll see what's gonna happen there. And Ace broke. It's their son, and I don't have much else to talk about. So the mistress is here, Jasmine Cap. So you saw her probably before on one of my, on the last overview I did, like hover over her. And Jasmine Cap actually has a family of her own. My God, yes, I know. And yeah, Jasmine Cap is actually the twin baby of Ariel. So Ariel Cap, daughter of Goneril and Albany Cap. Yep. So she's the twin sister of Jasper Cap. And I think that's all I'm gonna say about it right now. So my Bo here, let me look into the spy sheet. Okay, so my Bo here is, okay, I got two curious families, so I have to be careful. Yeah, okay. So actually it's broke family. So Bo is actually knowledge A, so he's a good scientist. He uses his knowledge for, he uses his knowledge for good. So he has the good side of the knowledge aspiration, but his secondary aspiration is romance, and is romance A. So he's a serial romancer. So yeah, he does sleep around, he does cheat. So he had the lifetime one of becoming head of Poseidon, I think that's how you say it. And he did fulfill that already. And Ria, I think she wanted to become business tycoon. I think that was her thing, right? Or was it? Oh no, mad scientist. She wanted to become mad scientist. Okay, not business tycoon. Because the reason I was like getting confused, it was because Santos was at the top of the business career, and he kind of like gave his position to his daughter Cersei. And I actually always make descendants follow on their parents' career. I did mention that on one of my videos. And actually, Ria was an exception here. Yeah. But did she change? Oh no, she's still mad scientist. Yeah, she did not retire, and not even Bo. Yeah, not even Bo here. So yeah, then we have Ace. And Ace is in the science career as well as his mother. He's an inventor. And let me check, but I think he's knowledge B. Is he knowledge B? Let me check on my spreadsheet. Oh no, but he doesn't have a good side of the aspiration as well. So he's family A, so that is a good thing, Family A means that he's a strict parent, and although it says strict parent, it's not a bad thing. Basically wants to have a child and make it succeed. He doesn't want chaos, not family aspiration chaos. So Yeah, that's a good one. But he's popularity B, and popularity B means he's a public enemy. So he wants fame like the wrong way. His lifetime one is to own 5 top level businesses, which will not happen. I don't believe they have a business of some kind. Oh, I was thinking about it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, they do. They do not. That is like a diploma, sorry. I thought they had a business. Maybe I'm wrong. No, they... No, they don't. What is this pictures about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about this story, but this is actually the portrait of Lucy Goth and Beau. So there was this story when he was a teenager. So he was a cheater already back on those days, but he was like in a love triangle with Lucy Goth and her husband, Alexander Goth. So Lucy Goth did marry Alexander Goth, and there was like the triangle with Beau, but Lucy chose Alexander, and Beau did found Rhea afterwards, and that's it. Okay, very interesting. Let me go and check some other family. Maybe they have like an helicopter. I don't know. They are very rich. So yeah, they're very, very happy, but not really. Okay, next up, we're gonna look into... Oh my god, it's all very intricate, and sometimes even I get lost on the stories and what happened. Okay, so yeah, Jasmine Cap is here. We can look into her bio. So Jasmine fell head over heels for Beau Broke. She followed him to Strangetown in hopes she could build a life with him. Now that she carries his child, will anything change? Will she finally find out she's actually the other woman, or will she live in oblivion for the rest of her days? So she doesn't know that Beau has a wife and kid. And he did buy her this huge, magnificent house for her to live in. She has a kid, Flynn Monty, with, I think, is Ben Monty, which is the son of Benedict Monty and grandson of Antonio Monty. So she left the kid with his father, with his father, and she just like followed her lover Beau to Strangetown. So Flynn is back into Veronaville still. Okay, she does have contact with him. They are like good friends and stuff. And she had like a friendly kind of breakup with Ben. She was just like, I'm in love with some other person, and I think we should, end things, and I will still be part of the kid's life, but I'm just going to follow my heart. So she's romance B. So romance B is, my god, is a hopeless romantic. She's pleasure A, so modest enjoyer. So she does enjoy the good things in life. So by buying her a house, she's like super head over heels over him. Her lifetime want is to repair 100 objects, because I believe she's tinkering as her one true hobby. She is level 2 of the medicine career, and she's pregnant with 1 child. Hopefully a red hair. I'm sorry, I'm speaking very funny. It's because I went to the dentist today and I do have some pain. So yeah, I don't think I want to go inside. Like, not much is going on here, I think. Besides that, what more could I look into? Bachelor, Lost, Curious. This one is actually the Curious household, but not really. They are Brokes now. Just so you guys know, they're all Brokes. They do have a cat called Amelia. Okay, now. And actually, Jasmine left Ben and Flynn. And they actually, something else happened after that, and they are very happy. Like, they couldn't be happier that things turned out that way. Yeah, I'll explain that maybe later on or on another stream or something. So, yeah. Do I go for grants? Grants are, it's very intricate as well. It's a lot of intricacies. Maybe Bachelor. Bachelor is kind of simple. Mikhail is overly protective of his family. It is all to him. So in the past, he had went to great lengths or something to get it. Maybe his old age has softened him. So lately, his wife Dina has started to rebellion against him. Will Mikhail close a blind eye to it, or will her behavior bring out his true nature? And will Misha ever get out of the toxic family dynamic? So, Tina died in the Pleasantview pandemic that happened in the beginning of Early Pleasantview. And this is actually not Michael Bachelor. He's the clone of Michael Bachelor, Mikhail. And he came around on the last few rounds. He was not the first clones appearing, but he was the one that came in the second batches. And the second batches was Mikhail, him, Robbie Newby, which is the son of Brandy Broke, kind of a clone and son at the same time. And who else came on the second round? Nervous Subject, clone, and some other clone as well. Oh, Skipper Broke, so the clone of Skip. So the story behind it, like what I think happened, was the first ones escaped laboratory while Michael was still alive, the first clones, but Mikhail stayed behind, and the other clones, the remaining clones, stayed behind because they were cryopreservated, so they had like a timer kind of thing, so that's the reason they appeared afterwards, because Michael was not there anymore, so the cryopreservation process was not kept, so it was set to unfroze the other clones if something happened to Michael. So Michael did die, so that happened. And Mikhail was like a very good friend of Michael. They kind of helped each other into their experiment, like Michael's experiments, because they were like, Mikhail was his clone, so they were like family to each other. So when it came about that Michael actually died long ago, Mikhail kind of went crazy, and he stole Bella Goth's money. Bella at the time was with Don Lothario. They were living on the house besides Michael's house, those condos, I don't know. And basically, Mikhail came searching for Michael, and Bella was living with Dawn after Nina died. Of course, they were elders. And he came asking for Michael, and he knew Bella, who she was and stuff. And Bella explained to Mikhail that Michael died long ago. He got sick into the pandemic, but that wasn't really what happened. But no one knows that he was actually murdered by that is my god, another story of mine. He was murdered by Buzz Grunt because he was jealous that Lila Grunt, his wife, was having an affair with Michael Bachelor. Yeah, okay, that happened. So, but no one knows. Everyone thinks that Michael died in a pandemic, and that's what Bella told Mikhail. And he went crazy because, Michael was his family. And he stole Bella Goth's and Don Lothario's money, and he ran away from to Strangetown. And he was a mad scientist, so he didn't know how to bring people back from the death. So that's what he did. He just wanted a family of his own, and did bring Dina back from the death. And she was a teen at the moment. That's very like not nice. I would say traumatic, but yeah, it's very traumatic as well. Not nice to say, but she was a teen. He was an adult. I do consider that she was like a teen, or 17. So not too young, but not too like not old enough either. But yeah, he kind of like brainwashed her, and she believed that Mikhail was her husband and all that. And she did father 2 children with him, which was Micah here and Misha. So the reason I mention all this, like I did talk about her deed in rebellion, is because she's now starting to look into other people and get romantically interested and kiss and flirt with other people in Mikhail's presence. And yeah, we'll see how that plays out in the future. And his aspiration also, let me look into them and tell you guys. But yeah, it's very interesting. Let me see. So, Mikhail. Mikhail is family A, so strict parent, he always wanted a family. And his popularity B, so public enemy. That's why it mentions in the bio that, he has some tendencies and he's a little bit soft now, but, Dina could bring out, like, his bad side with her behavior. He wants to reach golden anniversary. I believe that's his lifetime want. And now Dina, I think, what is he working in? He's working on an athletic career. Yep. Let me go inside. Maybe we can go inside because sometimes the lifetime wants to not match my spreadsheet because sometimes I do adjust them. So, yep. Okay, let us go inside. Okay. All right. So yeah, he's still rich gold university. Oh, she's not. I probably did change her lifetime want to match her better. So she wants to like gain a lot of money. And Micah is have 20 simultaneous enemies and terrible reputation. And Misha is collect all vacation memento, so she wants to go away, basically. Misha here. She's actually the good sim of all them, which is pretty nice, pretty refreshing. So I think she has a relationship with Aceberg, or I don't know. So, okay. So Dina is a pleasure beast, so she's actually a hedonist. So she likes the good things in life, goes overboard with it, and she's a romancer. So she's a serial romancer. That's why, she's kind of getting out of the box a little bit. She's in the entertainment career, level 3. She's a mime, and Mikhail is a coach on athletic career, level 9 as well. So Micah here, he's like the copy of his father, kind of like in a way. He's romancer, so a serial romancer like mom, and popularity B, so public enemy like dad. So he's really not a good sim to be around with. And he's in an athletic career like his father. That's why I meant that he's just like him. He's rocking level 3. And then we have Misha, and I love Misha. Misha is actually popularity A, so she's a friend of the world, and knowledge A, good scientist. She's a good baby. She's a good baby girl. That's why I just want her the best for her. She's her one true hobby is fitness. So yeah, I do love Misha. And she's gorgeous, those alien eyes and red hair like her mom. So yeah. And they live in this good house that they bought with the Lotarios / Goths money. Yeah. So she's in love with Ace Brook, I believe it's Ace Brook, and another boy. Oh, I think it's with him as well, but I'm very like indecisive which one she will pick. Sky as well. She's in love with Sky or likes Sky, is best friends with Sky, I don't know, but I'm very indecisive of who she will end up with. I just want her to, someone for her that will help her get away from her family, because it's very toxic an environment like that growing up, knowing your dad kind of overprotective, and her mom is not very stable either, so I don't know. Next up, let's look into, I don't know, we go for Lost maybe. So yeah, we have here another teen. Yup, AJ lived on the moment all his life. He doesn't care much about what other people think of him. He just wants to enjoy all the pleasures in life until the end of his days. His most recent scandal, though, resulted in baby Sophia being born. Now that his much younger fling and his child are living with him, will AJ change his ways, and will Yasmin, be able to raise the perfect child with his help, or will she be forced to fend for themselves all alone? So AJ is like the dawn of Strangetown. He all his life just like romanced everyone. There was one time that Athena, that is the wife of Elliot, and Elliot is the twin brother of Apollo, of Elijah, sorry. So they are both the children of Navile Spectre, so nervous subject. So Athena was initially with Elliot. They had a daughter, Luna, and but then she kind of like went crazy, left Luna and Elliot, and went after AJ, and they had like a very open relationship. But lately she just like decided to get back to Elliot and resume their relationship finally. So AJ was left alone, and I actually wanted Athena to just like father a child of him or be with him and stuff, but I don't know, just Elliot is just also one of my favorite Sims, so I love all the descendants of Navile. So yeah, I do wanted him to have a happy ending, and he really cared about Athena, so that's what happened. But I'm deviating a little bit. So yeah, he that happened, and now he was just like woohooing everybody and stuff, and I was like, no, I need a child, I need a descendant, because he's a romance sim, he will never settle down, I need a baby. So there was this teen here, just pretty cute, and I just thought, why not make a noopsie, and I did. So now she moved in, that she's living with him. She wants to raise a wonder child, so a perfect child. And I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't think he's going to change his ways. He always has been like that. But I think Yasmin will focus all her, energy on the baby, and won't even care much, about it. She's not much into the romance per se. She's into the child. So she really wants the perfect child. That is a kind of a childish idea. It does resemble her, kind of very young mind. So AJ is actually romance A, serial romancer, and pleasure B. So that side of the pleasure aspiration, which is a hedonist. He wanted to have 10 simultaneous lovers. He did fulfill his lifetime want, and he is in the dance career, is a ballroom dancer level 8. His one true hobby, it is nature. And Yasmin wants to raise a wanted child. She's family A, so strict parent, and popularity B, so public enemy. She's not that good herself. She does have like some kind of ideas of her. She does not have a job because she's a teen and stuff. And yeah, I think that is it for the Lost family as well. Did I mention that AJ is actually the adopted son of Cassandra Koth and Kristen Lost? No, I do not. Yeah, I did. I am now telling you guys. So yeah, that's why he's lost, and not Lona, because AJ actually is Lona. But AJ, the real AJ, is part of another family. He's actually the clone. This AJ here is a clone of AJ Loner. So yeah, he was adopted by Cassandra and Kristen. Yeah, did I talk about the Lost? I did in my overview. I did talk about the Lost family, about Daisy and her husband / wife that was transgender, Christy, which was later called Chris Moody. I did speak about that on the overview. If you guys want to know more about it, you can watch it. So that's basically it. Chris and Daisy did raise up Kristen. Kristen ended up being gay and marrying Cassandra, and they both adopted Jay. So yeah, lots of things going on. Yep. Then what else? Maybe we go for the loners. So the loners are actually here. We have Astro and Jason. So they were each other's first love. Although they weren't very sure about the future together, they did have a hard time committing. They quickly married and had baby India. Now that they are settling in their family life, some other feelings are prone to arise. Will their commitment last, or will it all be too overwhelming? So Astro here, he is the only child of Chloe Singles and AJ Loner. So AJ did end up with the single twins, Chloe. They tried very hard for a baby, and they managed Astro, and I was almost losing hope, actually. But they did end up, having Astro. And Jason here, he is the twin brother of Jaden. And Jaden and Jason are the twin babies of Johnny and Ophelia Smith. Yep. And yeah. What more can I say? About them? I think that's basically it. Let me talk about the aspirations very quickly. Let me look into them. So yeah, I think they're up here. So they're both gay. Astro is family A, so strict parent, and he's romance B. And that's the reason the bio talks about, some kind of things arising. It's because he's a serial romancer. Oh, is it? No, not him. Oh my god, I was confusing. It's Jason, actually. So Astro is... Oh, yeah, I do remember Astro. I remember playing with him. Astro actually is a strict parent and romance B, so hopeless romantic. He has the romance aspiration, but he's a good boy. Okay? He wants to find one. He's very responsible. I think he's like the most serious of the relationship. Meanwhile, Jason, he's romance A. He's a serial romance. And yeah, he's the real reason we were talking about things arising on the bio. And pleasure A. So he has like some kind of hidden desires to just like meet other people. They were each other's first love. So he's kind of curious what it would be like with someone else. And pleasure A, he is a modest enjoyer. He wants to become a city planner. Did not fulfill that want yet, but he's very close, isn't he? Yep, he's a master architect, level 9, so very close to becoming a city planner. And Astro's actually level 10 on the as a game designer, and that was his lifetime want, aspiration, lifetime want. Yeah. So very interesting, very interesting. I think Jason already Jason already went with someone, if I'm not mistaken, like behind Astro's back. And let's go for the Smiths, maybe. So after the death of the man of the family, Ophelia and Nelma, now both widows, are left to raise little John alone. Will he ever find out who his true father is, and will Ophelia stop ignoring the elephant in the room too? Okay, so Ophelia is the adopted daughter of Creon and... oh my god, what's her mom's name? I have to check. So she's the adopted daughter of Creon and Willow, yeah. So Olive is the sister of Willow. She died very young, and that was that whole story with Neville's subject, Neville being Nevile's specter, and Ichabod taking care of him and all that, So actually here, Olive did not outlive Willow, so Willow and her husband could live like a normal life. They did have a hard time getting pregnant, but they adopted Ophelia, and they were very happy afterwards. I believe she actually miscarried, miscarried before Ophelia, and Ophelia was almost never born, but I decided to adopt, so yeah. So yep, my god, that is so terrifying. Yeah, so yeah. Let me try to explain this. So they had two kids. I already spoke about Jason, and there was Jaden. Jaden here met Elma, and they got married. And I tried for a babe, but it never happened. And then one day he just got electrocuted in the jacuzzi, and I was devastated. I was like, what am I gonna do with the Nelma, because I really want her to be part of the family, So the story behind all this, the story that came into my mind, was that she had a really good relationship with Johnny Smith, Ophelia's husband over here. And because of the loss, of Jaden, they got pretty much close together. He felt very bad for Nelma, Johnny here, because she actually had lost their son before, and afterwards she lost her husband. So she lost two people very closely together, and Johnny also lost Jaden, and they got very close together. He helped her because she had no one else, and they kind of developed feelings for each other. Yup. So John here is actually the son of Johnny and Nelma, and not really the son of her husband and his son Jaden. Sorry, my god, I'm already making a mess out of it. So yeah, that's John. He's very cute. So Ophelia knows what happened, kind of because she got pregnant after Jaden died, so she knew something was going on. But they were elders. She just ignored that. So that's why I mentioned the elephant in the room kind of situation. And Anelma kind of treats John as being the son of Jaden and not the son of Johnny. And I guess she'll never tell him. I don't know. She always wanted a baby. She always wanted to be part of the family, and that just happened. So yeah, Polynesian Technician did have a kid when he was an elder and very close to dying. And that was John. Punisher technician. Oh my god, Johnny. Oh my god, I always mix them up. Johnny. So that was about it. Do I have anything else to say? I don't think. I think we're good. So let's look into Ophelia's stats. What is her aspiration? What is Ophelia's aspiration? Let me look into it. So Ophelia, she's pleasure A, so modest enjoyer, and romance B, hopeless romantic. She wanted to become a hand of Poseidon. She did manage to do that, and she's retired. And then we have Anelma. She's knowledge A, so good scientist, and popularity A, so friend of the world. She's a good sim. She just fell in love with the wrong person, you know. She wanted to reach maximum long-term aspiration, which she did not yet. And she's working. She is working, maybe. She's working in medicine level 3. She's a nurse as well. She's a nurse and a witch. She's the good witch from the game. So yeah, let us go and look into another family. I think it will be the last family for now. I don't know how long I've been like streaming for. Maybe an hour, almost 10 minutes, 10 minutes more, and it's an hour. We're very close also to ending Strangetown. Very close. Let me go back. And things happened and I did not plan them, you know. The death of Johnny and Jaden and all that. Not planned. That was totally unexpected. But yeah. So I think the only ones left are the Grants and the Curious family. This one over here. And we can go into it. So Morty recently found out who he truly is. He can't believe his mother kept him away from his rightful heritage all his life. Now he spends most of his days trying to find a way to set what's wrong right. Maybe the time has come to ask his grandma for help? Or should he just listen to the pleas of his mother and wife and just forget about it? Wow, yup. So, Morty Curious. Let's look into him. So we have Isabella Goth. She's Isabella Goth. Morty Curious, Leah Curious, and Caspian Curious, and Cassius Curious. So let's look into the family tree. So Isabella Goth is the daughter of Mortimer Goth and the clone of Bella Goth, Flamethnow Goth, the atrociously evil witch, which did end up with Loki Baker, which was also a mean witch and all that. So yeah, Isabella had a kid with Laszlo Curious, which was Morty Curious, and he had 2 other children with Leah Curious, and Leah is actually the daughter of Rip Grant, yup, the son of Buzz Grant and Lila Grant, and he went with Ali Grant, which was a college sim, and they had Leah, their only child. And I think she was Leah because of Lila. Yeah, it was Lila without L, so Leah. And Morty, it's Morty because, you know, Mortimer, his grandfather. So yeah, Isabella is Isabella because Bella, you know. I always try to do that kind of play with my sims. And Cassius and Caspian obviously does remember Cassandra Goth, you know, that, all that stuff. So yeah, let me look into their personalities. So yeah, Isabella, what is Isabella? Isabella is a pleasure B. So she is yeah, she's a hedonist, not a modest enjoyer. She's a hedonist and popularity A. She's actually people's person. She wanted to become Hall of Famous. She did manage that. She's retired now. Then we have Morty. And Morty is Pleasure Bee. Pleasure Bee being a hedonist. And Popularity Bee. So he's kind of the bad side of the popularity aspiration. He's a public enemy. He wants to become a professional party guest. And he's in like level 5 party DJ. And then we have Leah, and Leah is family A, so strict parent, and popularity A, so she's a good sim as well. She's friend of the world. So Leah and Isabella are actually good sims. They want, do good. Meanwhile, Morty's kind of a troublemaker, so that's why I mentioned that on their bios, because Isabella was an heir to the Goth fortune, and she was living in the Goth mansion with Alexander and Cassandra, and then Cassandra moved out and all that, but she was an heir. Then her mother got kicked out of the Goth household. She did kept there and moved out later on, but she just was never interested in like all the things that was going on. So that's why she's like friends with her mom, but she doesn't agree with what she's doing, kind of like that. So Isabella is the daughter of Flemeth, so the clone of Bella Goth. That was always like the kind of hate between Bella Goth and the Goths and Flemeth Goth. Basically, she killed Bella Goth, wanted what she had, and then when Alexander brought Bella Goth back from the death, Bella and Alexander kicked Flemeth away and expelled her from the city and all that, and she just lived her life trying to get back at them. And really raising Isabella. Like Isabella was like very far away from all that, and Isabella just never cared about that. Never cared about her heritage or about anything, about like doing what her mom was doing. Meanwhile, Morty here is kind of has a mean streak to him. So now that he found out that he's actually a goth, he's like, wait a minute. So yeah, he did end up with Leah. Like I mentioned, they had 2 kids, 2 twin boys, Caspian and Cassius. So maybe in the future, I don't know, we'll make him like fight the goths as well with his grandmother. I do believe they now have a good relationship. They developed their relationship very recently. Yup, she's here, Flemeth. So that is it for this family. I think there's not much to say. So those are the curious. And maybe we'll look right into the grunts, and maybe next time we do the other towns. I'm actually very tired as well, so yeah, I think we're going for the grunts. So the grunts are known for being very reserved, strict, focused, and very organized. They produce continuous generations of generals and perfect offsprings. What people don't know is the immense pressure this family endures to be this flawless. Rick is trying to live up to his family expectations of him while battling his own internal urges. Will he succeed? And will Barbara give him a son so he can finally make his dad Bug proud of him? Or did her mind already wandered elsewhere? So the grunts. Yeah, this is a huge story with the grunts. I did mention Buzz before, and his hate for Michael Bachelor. He hates aliens as well, just like the original Buzz. He murdered his mother by accident and his half sister. Let me go and show you guys. So General Chip Grunt got pregnant with an alien, Stella, and Buzz killed her. and by accident Missy did also die, his mother. So yeah, he really worshipped his dad back in the past, and he was very disappointed to him after this happened. And he also did murder Michael Bachelor, so Lila would stay with him. They had an arranged marriage, did talk about that, and they had 2 kids, which were Buck and Rip. So Tank was never born because Lila did lost Tank as, a child in womb. She miscarried, so Tank was never born. But Rip was. He lived away in Pleasantview with his wife Ellie Grant, and had Leah Curious, like I did mention. Rip, basically, it was like the original Rip. He did not agree with the Grant vision. He didn't want to, that for his life and his wife and his kids and stuff. So he just stepped away from the Grant ideologies or ideas or everything or way of living, and just made a life completely different for himself and his family. And he didn't have much contact with the Grants anymore as well. So they are Grants, but different Grants. So we have the traditional Grant side with Buck here, and the new modern, more humane side with Rip. So yeah, Buck ended up with Agatha Grant. Agatha was a college sim as well. I do believe the Grants live kind of a way that they marry not for love, but for social status and stuff. So all these marriages, like Lila, Buzz, maybe even this ones here, all these people before them, were marriages of interest. So that was what happened with Buck too, and Agatha, and all that. And the same with Rick and Barbara now. So yeah, Buck did organize Rick Grant's marriage as well. So yeah, Rick is the only son of Buck and Agatha, and they had Rick and Barbara did had 2 daughters, Victoria and Valentina. And I was very disappointed, but I'm glad at the same time they were twin girls, just perfect, because the Grants always had kids, like male kids, never girl kids. So I think it's kind of a disappointment, and that is what I mean by the bio talking about Rick. And Rick is actually, I'm gonna show you guys, drum roll, Rick is actually gay. Yup. He's repressing his sexuality for a long time now. He did, sleep with Black Bear and all that, but it was kind of a trauma to him. She did end up getting pregnant for the second time with a baby, but she lost it. And I think they will not have any more kids. I think Valentina and Victoria will be the only heirs. And it's kind of a disappointment, for Rick. Rick is very strict with himself. Buzz, kind of follows the Grant way, but he's not very strict. And Rick, it's more than his father, actually. I think if Rick did talk, sit down and talk with with Buck, and tell him, look, that I'm gay, I like men and stuff, I think he would accept his kid. He would say maybe to do it, in private, not tell anybody and all that stuff, but he would not go against him too much, and not as Rick thinks, because Rick thinks it's like a tragedy kind of thing, that he can never tell anybody and all that. And that's not the case. I think if he spoke, he would be understood in a way. So he's kind of doing like a storm in a glass but it's in his head only, all this, and he's gonna like live his life repressing his urges, just like the bio says. He is in love with Jasper Cup. Yup. Jasper, the twin brother of Jasmine Cap, we did mention before, and he's the son of Ariel Cap. And I do believe Ariel Cap and her towny husband, Sage, I believe Sage Cap. Yeah. So he is in love with Jasper. I really want them to be together, but I think this is it for him. He's married with Barbara. Barbara, I think, has a relationship with other people. Yup. Because she's looking into elsewhere as well. And they have two twin daughters, Valentine and Victoria. Let's look into their bios. Let's see. Okay, so I do have it somewhere. Oh my god, Grant. Yup. So back here, his family A, so strict parent. And his popularity A, so he's a good sim, friend of the world. He wanted to earn a lot of money. He did manage that, and I think he's in military, but he's not level 10 yet. He's a senior officer, level 7. Then we have his wife and townie, Agatha Grant. She's romance A. So she is a serial romancer indeed, and popularity B. So she's public enemy. She is kind of not very faithful wife as well. She wants to become a professional party guest, which that did not happen because she never worked a day in her life. So yeah, I think the Grants would have that idea as well, that women shouldn't work kind of thing. And then we have Rick. Rick is family A, so strict parent, very strict parent. In popularity, he's popularity A? Oh, he's popularity A, so she's a good sim. It's just very misunderstood. It's a friend of the world. He wants to marry off 2 children, and he is in military as well as a flight officer level 6. And then we have Barbara. Barbara is popularity A, which is friend of the world, and romance B, which is hopeless romance. She's searching for the one. She knows Rick will never love her, so she's kind of looking elsewhere. So yeah, she wants to paint a masterpiece, and that not happened yet. She's level 9 on athletic career. Then we have Dexter and all that, and that's their dog. And I think I will conclude it now here. This overview, because I'm also very tired and sleepy as well. So yeah, let us go into the main city. I think I did not miss anybody. Yeah, next time I think we're gonna go to Pleasantview or maybe Landgrab Village, and we're gonna look into the other kid of Neville Spectre, so nervous subject, and we're gonna see what happened. I did speak about it a little bit already, about with Athena, Athena here. Athena is a twin sister of Apollo singles, and she did have Luna when they were starting their relationship. She just got crazy, ran away with AJ. Lona lost. AJ lost, not AJ Lona. With AJ lost, and now recently she came back to the family and had 2 other kids, which is Orion and Gaia. So after a turbulent start in their relationship, Elliot and Athena are finally back together and are now raising 2 more children. Although Athena is still a bit reticent on getting tied down, she isn't going anywhere this time. But will Luna ever forgive her mother as easy as her father did? Or will she just forever blame her for abandoning her? So yeah, that is what happened here. And I can look into the land grabs a little bit. Land grabs are the social elite of the Sims world. They are considered the most entrepreneurs and business owners, the most charming, intelligent, and savvy Sims out there. Will the life of luxury, wealth, and success follow the following generations, or will it all vanish as the years go by? So the Landgrabs are actually my favorite family. They're kind of a like criminal kind of family, but very rich and light and intelligent. So yeah, I plan to make them like own basically all the lots here in the Landgrab village. I think that would be like a big challenge. They already have 2 businesses, I think. Which is it? Landgrab Baths and Saloon, and I think it's level 10. And another one, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure. Maybe I think H&M. No. Maybe H&M City. I don't know. But they do own 2 lots. Now, very confused which one is the lots. I think it's Simoleon. No, it's not. I don't know. I think they had 2 lots. Maybe they don't have. I don't know. You can already kind of guys see like who is the owner of some of these lots. Let me see. So Broke Me Clothing's Cara Broke, and Cara is the daughter of Lilith Broke and Dustin Broke. Yep. And we have Skipper's International Restaurant, which is Skipper's actually the husband of Cara Broke. Yeah, and then we have Darlene's Closet, I think. And yep. And Dave Dreamer is the owner, and that's her daughter. Her son. Dave is Darlene's son? No, her grandson. My god. My brain. So yeah, I will look more deeply into all of this on my next stream. I hope you did like it. I'm sorry if I was a little bit dragging, my voice, because I'm a little bit sleepy and tired. So I think it's time I go and finish this stream. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you on another video that I do make, when I do make. Okay? Bye bye. Thank you so much. See you.